So I saw a video about a lady at one of the UBA graduate trainee events who called Mr. Toni Elumelu by the first name. You calling Mr. Toni Elumelu by his first name, there are a lot of implications behind it, but I would just want us to learn some lessons from it. Why everyone frowns at you calling Mr. Toni Elumelu by his first name. So, and the reason being that, for the fact that they taught you in your training that you should call people by their first name, doesn't mean that you should call everyone by their first name. When they taught you to call people by their first name, what they meant would be you calling your fellow colleague by their first name so that everyone can be corrected. You don't feel intimidated by correct when your colleague is making a mistake or when your colleague is about to make an error, or there will be just for easy, smooth operation. That's why they tell people to call people by their first name in a corporate setting. But that does not apply to people who are considered to be your boss or to be higher than you. Such instances, the likes of Mr. Toni Elumelu. Mr. Toni Elumelu, in a right setting, should be called sir. When you call someone sir, it's like you are knighted. Like, thank God we all grow up. We've all been traveled and we've gone to the so-called developed country. We are still living there. If everyone tells you that, if it were to be in Oyinbo land, will you be angry? Will you do something? See, there is no one that likes respect more than Oyinbo people. They like it. In fact, it's like their oxygen. But they won't tell you. The reason Oyinbo people will say, call me by my first name, will be probably you guys have met on several occasions or second occasion and they feel comfortable around you and they want to feel young. So Oyinbo will say, call me by my first name in order to feel young. Not necessarily that they love you just barge into them. They don't know you. Then most importantly, you are not of equal status to them. Then you just call them by their first name. Most times they don't like it. If you move with high caliber people in the Western world, they don't like you just barging into them by calling them by their first name. They don't like it. It's only people that you think that are of low status, and you can't say, even in the whole world, you can't say Mr. Toni Elumelu is an average person. He's not an average person. That man is a billionaire. I'm not talking about billionaire in naira. I'm talking about billionaire in pounds, in hard currency. It's not just about a massive wealth. It's about his value. That man holds one of the best investment holding in the whole of Africa. He's the owner of UBA. He's the owner of Transcorp in Abuja and many other companies, many other big investment holdings like that. So for someone that have achieved that kind of milestone, you don't call them by their first name. You call them sir or Mr. In fact, you should even be happy that you are able to share podium with that kind, not even podium, you're able to even get his attention. That kind of person, do you know how much of value he is for him to give you like 5 minutes of his time? And most importantly, this man is correcting a notion that, let's say for instance, this man is a businessman, for God's sake, and he knows that if a rich person or an influential person wants to invest in their bank and you happens to be the person that's supposed to lobby the person to come and open, or maybe to relate with the person, people of high value and high net worth, they value respect as well. So you calling them by their first name, they may feel rejected, and for that singular act, they may decide to go to another place. So you are making him to lose money in the future. So him correcting you is because it's also after how you are going to affect his company in the future. Should you pass through this stage and become someone of value in the future? So him correcting you does not mean that he doesn't like you. He likes you. He wants you to do better. But he has to safeguard his investment as well. So that's why you don't just go about and started. There's a way you respect people without showing that you are weak. That's the misconception most of us have in the so-called Gen Z. Like, we think when you show respect, you are weak. The person you're showing respect to does not mean that that person is stronger than you. It just shows your level of civilization. You understand? If you are well civilized, you don't need to civilization does not mean that you have to keep showing you have to keep showing weakness. No. Or you have to show that you are big, or you don't want to respect people. You can respect people and still sound very, very strong. And like, I don't know how to put it. Just know that it's from the place of good. That's why he has to correct you. And a lot of people that are correcting him, they are also doing so because they want you to do better in life. And I think a lot of people will learn from it as well, that okay, everything is not just about I can talk, but you must know how to read the rooms. Always know how to read the rooms. Thank you.